There are a lot of different parts in LEGO, as well as a lot of connections and unusual solutions, and some of them I will show in today's video. You are on the Suwa Parts channel.
In my room I be my cup, nutted in my sock.
And the first thing I will show, it will be a connection using these parts. Take two pieces and get this right angle. Now you can attach any bricks or plates here. I think it can be very useful in building. And with the help of these parts, you can build such a bending column. Add such slopes to it, and roll it into a ring. It turns out here is such an interesting wheel, that can be used to build medieval windmills and more. It can also be used as a spinner. What is unusual about this wall? At first glance, everything is standard, but here the black strip is thinner than a regular plate. How did this happen? And nothing complicated. Here is such a design. I used brackets, and thanks to them, you can make such stripes on buildings, and it looks very impressive. What else can be done with these parts? For example, you can take 4 pieces and connect them together, and attach the 2x2 plates to the top. It turns out here is such a kind of brick, which can definitely be used somewhere, but I have not yet been able to figure out where. If you have any ideas, write in the comments. The same cube can be made with larger brackets. In the meantime, we have not removed the 2x2 plates very far. I will show one interesting solution with them. If you connect them in this way, again you get an interesting brick, with reverse fastenings. We digress from the parts of the brackets. How about a design like this using slopes? They're at the perfect angle, and this was achieved precisely thanks to one reverse bracket. I think that many of you have these parts. I built an entire micro-scale building using these parts. They imitate windows here. By the way, the building really exists, and it is located in Chicago. I think all of you know that LEGO arches connect with windows like this. In a church in my western town, I just used them, but what else can you think of with arches? For example, you can assemble such a structure, and if you are building houses, then this can be used as a window to the basement, or just decorate the facades of buildings. And with the arch, I came up with this solution. Add some slopes in a plate. And with such patterns, you can again decorate the facades of your buildings.
In my room I be my cup, nutted in my sock.
And by the way, did you know that there are 2 types of pins in LEGO Technic? Essentially they are the same, but they have a very big difference. If you put a gray pin, then what is put on it will spin, while the black pin is stronger, and does not allow spinning at all, like if you didn't know this. And from such a set of parts you can make a chain, and in principle, I think that it can then be applied somewhere in construction. Many people make windows like this when they build their LEGO buildings, which just stand flush with the walls. You can add one little trick, and drown the window half a pin deep. It looks much more interesting. I used such windows in my building, but added another visor. From these bricks with 5 pins on the sides you can make a ball. Yes, this is the same ball from the last video that I blew up, and a lot of people were worried about him, but he is safe. And now I'll show you my favorite. Here is the Obey logo. In general, you can write a lot of things, any letters and numbers. For example, the year of its construction is written on my building. On the internet you can find alphabets and understand how to make which letter or number. The technique is called SNOT, and it is very good to use for different inscriptions or signs. And many people asked me how I put my church building on its side, and now I will show it. Let's raise the church. And it is attached with only 4 pins. Now I'll show you an example of a plate. We will approximately outline, and in these places we put such plates. The building is very firmly held on just 4 pins. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to subscribe and like. Bye everyone.